What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to Tavin for his contribution to the channel. He left a message saying, again, man, love your content. Keep telling the truth. Thank you, man. I will try to keep telling the truth from my perspective, man. Thank you very much for your support, man, and your love. And I want to thank everybody that supports this channel and has contributed to this channel over the past several years. And I want to thank everybody that supports me over on the Patreon. Shout out to Town Biz and I think Ticket. I think he was doing a live stream talking about this. So Cain is officially leaving ESPN, and he's going to go over to Fox Sports, where ideologically he probably fits. Well, really not probably. He fits. He will fit a lot better over in Fox Sports than he will in ESPN. He used to be over in Fox as a frequent contributor before he joined ESPN back in 2015. And there's no doubt in my mind that one of the main reasons why Cain is leaving ESPN is because of what's going on in this country right now. And anybody that has watched and listened to Cain over the past several years, if you're being honest with yourself, will tell you that he's a white supremacist. Okay? He's very careful how he phrases things, but it's obvious that he's a white supremacist. And if you ask me, well, wow, how do you know he's a white supremacist? Well, because he generally downplays racism. And whenever you try to point out racism on the other side, he will try to make it seem as if though it's on both sides. Everybody, is engaging in this. So we can't point the finger. But at the same time, he'll point the finger in an instant that makes black people look bad and white people look better. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious with him that he has an agenda. And I was looking at his Twitter just now, and he's basically giving his goodbyes, right? And I saw a couple of his supporters over there, and people that lying to themselves, saying, yeah, it's better that you go to a channel that, go to a network that it's more differing opinions. Really? Now look, I'm not saying ESPN is this place where you have all these different opinions. We all can kind of tell ESPN leans to the left. But Fox News and Fox Sports are worse. I mean, seriously, you either have people who are conservative or they're conservative coons. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you have a wide spectrum of opinions throughout Fox. Okay? Everybody generally leans to the right over there. And then I saw some guy say, well, finally you can be part of a network where the people around you are actually thinking things logically, not using emotional reaction. Yeah, okay, so most white people that I talk to, when I bring up the O.J. Simpson case, yeah, they really think logical about that. He's guilty! I mean, how you not seeing it? I mean, but there wasn't that much blood evidence. I mean, if a guy stabbed a person that much to the point where they're nearly decapitated, he should be covered in blood. I mean, you're talking about severing the carotid artery. I mean, blood should be all over OJ. There was a little bit of blood on his shoes and maybe inside the Bronco, little droplets here or there, but there should be blood everywhere. Look, nigger, look, he did it. All right, okay. He could have, I don't know. But, you know, they'll say that we look at shit emotionally. But back to Will Cain, though. I'm glad that Buhami Jones really broke it down to him and about the situation with Bubba Wallace. I knew that when it came out, you notice something? You notice how the FBI came back real quick and said, oh, well, you know, that noose had already been up there for years. And everybody's trying to make him the new Jussie Smollett, whatever, Bubba Wallace. They're trying to make him out to be the Colin Kaepernick of the NFL or the Jussie Smollett of NASCAR, whatever. It's a damn shame, man. It's fucked up how a lot of people in this country roll, man. You know what I'm saying? That man may not have noticed that shit in his garage had been changed like that. He may not have noticed it. I don't know. Sometimes you see shit, but you don't see it. You know? Just like how for 3 years, people apparently didn't notice that they had the idiot in the White House until last couple of weeks. You finally realized that shit? We've been pointing it out for years. Now the polls are finally suggesting that you realize that. Maybe you just had a blind spot. Maybe Bubba Wallace had a blind spot to that. I don't know. But my thing is, you're trying to take everybody's attention from the bigger issue. The bigger issue isn't whether or not somebody put that noose there with malice. The bigger issue is getting rid of those fucking flags. Okay? The point is that there are a lot of people in this country that don't like their symbolic measures of white supremacy fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're talking about, that's all it's about, man. It's they don't want anything fucking with their symbols of white supremacy or their measures of white supremacy. Whether you're talking about that flag, the Confederate flag, because that's all it is about. Whether you're talking about these statues or whether you're talking about their enforcement of white supremacy, police. That's all this is about. That's all it's fucking about. I don't care about what anybody else fucking has to say in this channel, in the comment sections, anybody got to say out there in television land. All this is about is preserving their white supremacy. Point blank. That's it. Everything else is just a bunch of smokescreen and hardy har-hars or whatever, right? And that's why you have people out there right now who are reacting so strongly to this. Me personally, I think it's nice. And I think LB, shout out to LB. If you're not subscribed to LB, please subscribe to LB. LB said this too today, I saw. It's nice that people are taking down these symbols of white supremacy. But I've also heard some brothers I've talked to say this. Sometimes you kind of want those things to stay up because you want to be reminded of what's really out there. Because you can't legislate. You know what I'm saying? You can't legislate hatred out of people's hearts. You can't remove hatred from people's hearts unless they want to do it themselves. So you can knock down every fucking Confederate statue in this country. You can take down and bar every flag, but it's not going to change how people act. What's going to change how people act, to me, and I've been saying this, is you have to make people accountable for their actions. Whether you're talking about police reform, whether you're talking about defunding police departments that don't adhere to human rights violations or hate crime laws, or people or have a history of hostility towards African Americans and minorities. Whether you put through state or federal legislation strengthening hate crime laws, anti-lynching measures, police reform, whether these things, unless these things get enacted, then all this other shit we're talking about is just really for naught. You know what I'm saying? But Will Cain is going to an environment that he feels more comfortable in, because I guess he feels like ESPN is not the right forum for him, I guess. So he's going to go over there with, the Pat Buchanans and, the Coons of the world. And, he's going over there where he'll feel more comfortable, I guess. I never listened to Will Cain, never liked him. And I will echo something that Town Biz said earlier, and it's true. It's funny how it took Buhami Jones. It took him to go at Will Cain and eat to him. But Stephen A. Smith would never really challenge him. Never. But he's supposed to be the face of the NFL. I mean, the ESPN. Actually, he is the face of the NFL. He is the face of the NFL because he was the number one chief prosecutor for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? When the Colin Kaepernick trials happened. You know what I'm saying? He was the number one nigga for the prosecution. I got papers right here. This motherfucker, man. Fuck you, you fucking season 5 George Jefferson hairline bitch.